Have you ever wondered how to get your driver's license in Spain? From passing your theory exam to getting behind the wheel, we've got you covered. In the next few minutes, I'll walk you through everything you need to know to get your Spanish driver's license without the stress. Stick around because by the end, you'll have all the info you need to start driving legally in Spain. Let's dive in. How to get your driver's license in Spain. Step 1. Go to a driving school. You'll need to sign up for a driving school. It's not required, but trust me, it's almost imperative. The theory exam is tricky, and if you try to study for it on your own, you might struggle. A good driving school will not only teach you the traffic rules and road signs, but also prepare you for that tough exam. It's much better to go in fully prepared than to risk failing and wasting time and money. They'll guide you step by step, and you'll have a much better chance of passing the theory exam. Plus, they'll help you practice your driving skills so you feel confident when it's time for the practical test. Don't skip this step. The driving school is your best friend here. Step 2, medical exam. Before you start, you have to pass a medical exam. You'll check if you have good vision, hear well enough to notice a horn, and can drive safely. It's super quick, and don't worry, there are no surprise tests. You'll need to go to a special place called a Centro de Reconocimiento. It's just a fancy name for a medical center that checks if you're fit to drive. Costs around 30 to 50 euros. Step 3. Study for the theory exam. The theory exam is a multiple choice test. It's not super difficult, but you have to know things like, what does this road sign mean? What should you do if a pedestrian is crossing? What's the speed limit in a residential area? Study a little bit every day and you'll be fine. Once you pass, you're one step closer to the road. Step 4. Take the theory exam. When you're ready, it's time to take the exam. You'll go to a Spanish traffic authority office to sit for the test. You'll need to answer 30 questions. You must get 90% right to pass. So, if you don't know the answer to a question, just remember, there's no penalty for skipping a hard one. But don't make a habit of it. Step 5. Practice driving. Now comes the fun part, practical driving lessons. Your driving school will arrange for you to get behind the wheel. At first, you might be nervous, but don't worry. Everyone has to start somewhere. The more lessons you take, the more confident you'll feel. After all, you'll be on the road with other cars, so it's important to know what you're doing. In Spain, you'll need around 20 to 30 lessons to be ready, but it depends on how quickly you pick it up. Step 6, take the practical exam. Once you're feeling comfortable, it's time to take the practical exam. You'll drive around with an instructor, and they'll check how well you handle the car. It's kind of like a driving game where you have to follow the rules to win. Remember to signal when turning, stop completely at red lights, and be careful when parking. And don't worry if you make a mistake. The examiners know that driving can be tricky. Just do your best and you'll pass. Step 7, pass the exam and get your provisional license. After you pass both the theory and practical exams, you'll get a provisional driver's license. This is like a test run. For the next 2 years, you have to drive safely without breaking any big rules. If you stay out of trouble for 2 years, you'll get your permanent driver's license. No more provisional in your title. Congratulations, you're officially a driver. Cost of getting a driver's license in Spain. Now, you might be wondering, how much does all this cost? Theory and practical lessons, around 600 to 1,000 euros. The price depends on how many lessons you need. Medical exam, about 30 to 50 euros. Theory exam, around 40 euros. Practical exam, around 90 to 100 euros. All in all, getting your driver's license in Spain will cost somewhere between 800 to 1,500 euros, depending on the driving school and how many times you need to take the exams. Different types of licenses. Now, Spain has some other licenses if you want to drive different types of vehicles. There's a license for motorcycles, Class A, trucks, Class C, and buses, Class D. But today, we're sticking to the basics, the Class B car license. If you already have a license from another country, if you have a driver's license from another country, you might be able to exchange it for a Spanish license. If you're from the EU or EEA, it's easy. If you're from somewhere else, you might need to take the theory and practical exams again. Final tips. Don't rush. Take your time to learn. Practice, practice, practice. The more you spend behind the wheel, the easier it gets. Stay calm during the exam. If you make a mistake, just breathe and keep going. Now that you know how to get your driver's license in Spain, I have a question for you. What's the hardest part of getting your driver's license in your opinion? Is it the theory exam or the driving test? Let me know in the comments below. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tips. Drive safely, and I'll see you in the next one.